Good morning, one, and good morning, all. If you were on from the very beginning, you would know that we're in an area that we're having some signal and technical issues, but it is not a problem. We'll adapt the suit, and if it is speckly, well, my apology on that. It's beyond my control now. Where we are, when you determine that this is where you're going to be, and you stop here, it's very difficult to really get anywhere else in close proximity to bring a good signal. Last time we were here, it was beautiful, but anyhow, today, we'll see how that goes. What we're going to do is we're going to start our serenity prayers. The sun is rising right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Barbados. Those who would like to join me, please do. All others, we'll be back with you in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here. I'm not going to put these, unfortunately, I'm not be able to share my beautiful self with you too much this morning. When I do, I'm not going to talk because with the lower signal strength, we've seen a lot of delays on the, the audio itself along with the video. They don't mesh too well, or they don't do a very good sync. So I'm going to obviously say hi to you all because I like my little piece of camera time, but I'm not be able to spend as much time with you all this morning, facing you all. But that's not a problem. You all know already, I shall make it up in the future. We're in a beautiful, beautiful area called Harrismith in St. Philip. I was all around Harrismith this morning. I was all along those cliffs here looking to get you all the perfect signal. Kept dropping out all the time. I've been up here for the last half an hour looking for a signal. Found one, I thought, and then it dropped out. So you know where I am? On top of a big piece of stone in the middle of a pasture in St. Philip with my hands elevated trying to get the best signal possible. So, if your meditation time this morning was a little bit on the wobbly side, you will understand I was moving around up here all about trying to keep it as steady as I could so you can enjoy this beautiful sunrise. We just stay a couple more seconds because when that sun comes over, that cloud is just going to be way too intense to stay and watch it. We just watch it for a couple more seconds. Enjoy the peace and serenity, driver. I'll be back with you in a moment. I'm going to have to put in an application to Flow to give us a better signal up here though. St. Philip really needs a signal because up here has some of the most beautiful coves you'll find anywhere in the island. And if you have not been to Barbados before, or if you have not traveled in St. Philip, I have to also say if you have not looked at travel magazines, you would not be aware that any of the beauty out here exists like this, because you'd be travelling through a flat parish while you're going on the highway around the island, not seeing anything but ocean, which is over the top of the cliff that you'll be seeing. You would not have a clue of the beautiful areas out here. Unfortunately, I can't take you to them today. Signal strength is definitely too low. I really want to do like the Bottom Bay, also Palmetto Bay and Harrismith, but we've had to change our location due to signal strength. If we do drop out, I'm going to make my apologies in the early. I'm not going to be struggling and stressing and fretting. I will come back at some stage again and say farewell to you all and put a little join on it for YouTube later on. But it is a possibility because up here is really wavering a lot in strength. Just beautiful this morning. Thanks to all of you 30 people that are currently on board. Thank you for coming and joining me this morning and keeping my company. I love company. I love to be with you all in the morning. This is my life now. It is not only the journey. My journey is my life actually. So this has become my life and you are a part of my life, a very important part of my life. Just want to let you all know that this morning. For all those that come on and continuously encourage, support, inspire us to go forward with our journey. I thank you all so much. You all are definitely God sent to me, and thanks for being here with me, as I always say. All right, so we're almost up now. It's getting a little bit glowy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start our vlog from here. We're going to start walking. As I said, if we lose signal, understand it's beyond my control. Of course, I am not fretting over it. Once upon a time, that would have caused me major grief. I would have carried that for days and days of how I didn't get this done. Not anymore, because I honestly do practice the serenity prayer every day. And if I don't feel it, I say it over and over and over until I feel it and understand it and realize where God takes control for me and where God expects me to be in control of. Not really control, but to make sure and do what I can do to make it the best way possible. And there are, as you know, certain areas that He expects us to do that. In other words, he doesn't expect me to go to the side of that cliff there and jump off and say my serenity prayer and think he's going to take care of me, because that is beyond his expectations for sure, and beyond sanity. All right, so here we go. Big sun coming up. We're going to start our 360 from here. I am going to do it silent, though I do not want to. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to challenge my driver this morning to see if she can keep quiet while she's conducting her tours for the period of time when I'm taking my 360. So here we go. We're going to come with some wind, so understand that it's going to happen for sure. Good morning to you all again. Remember, I'm not going to speak looking into the camera, because in case you are getting low signal strength, I don't want to have the challenges of the editing I had to go through yesterday to make it all mesh. So I'm just going to give you an occasional wave and just let you know I'm here. Let you know I love you all, of course. Driver, you may not be conducting a tour, but hopefully your poor sister has had at least a 40-second break with silence, because I know all right now she must be saying she's on. I wish you would go back home or go down to Barbados and rattle with Nick, because you must be burning her ears off for sure. You know I love you. All being said in love. All right, so just to show you where I am standing, or the rock that I have found to stand on. This was our perch this morning. Elevated, standing as high as I could on it. It is the highest point here. If I dip this on any lower, I'll probably lose signal strength. So I'm not going to do that. My main purpose to bring you up here today was to show you the old and the new, the difference between what was and what is. We will start off first of all with Harrismith just on the cliff there. We've done a lot of vlogs, so today just put in Harrismith in your... Oh, she's not well. I'm sorry to hear that. Please say hi to her for me and wish her all the best for me. Alright, so Harrismith is on our vlog site. So if you go up on YouTube, put in Harrismith, you'll see quite a few of her taken around there. Some with fairly good resolution that you can really enjoy the beautiful sunrise in there as well. So, you know, we don't just have what we're seeing today. This is the live version of it. But almost everywhere we've been to numerous times. So you can always check them in the YouTube channel and enjoy them for yourself. But Harrismith, there's some conflicting information on it. I still am waiting for a little clarification from someone who should know. But they have said in some of the search patterns that Harrismith was a hotel at one time. Was a big hotel along the cliffs. And then it is stated as being a great house, an estate, plantation home. A lot of different stories. All I can say is it is one of the most beautifully located homes in Barbados. We went in there a couple of times, or we took some photos from there looking through the windows just to give you an indication of what you would see if you woke up in the morning here. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to do a 4K along this section here. I can guarantee you that I'm going to cover the Palmetto Bay, Bottom Bay, along with the beaches. Not a continuous one, but segments will be pieced together so you can see these bays and these coves, because you really do need to see what up here looks like. And I'm going to do it in a 4K resolution. I promised to do that for a long time. I'm going to make that my next mission on another off day. I'm going to come up here and do it for you, and also do it in the sunrise as well, so you can appreciate it. Of course, I want to carry vlogs the 5 days a week, except for the Wednesday and Sunday live, so I'm not going to do it any of those days. I'm going to have to do it on an off day. Not that that is a big problem or a big challenge or anything that's not good, because you all can imagine how stunning up here is on a morning when there's no one around. I got here this morning about 5:05. It was pretty dark. It wasn't completely dark, but absolutely beautiful. And I decided I was just going to walk around the cliffs looking for signal strength, and thank goodness I did, because if I had waited until the time and then started up, we would have been in trouble. We would have had no signal at all. We would have started off this morning in a very different way. Still not 100% perfect, but it's as good as it gets right now. And this is what we're going to do. As I said, if we drop out on the signal, beyond my control. And hopefully that's the last time I'll say that, because I don't really want it on my mind anymore. Get rid of that thought. Gone. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. I recommended this morning that you put on your 4x4s. The reason is we're walking across an extremely sharp cliff areas. I wouldn't recommend software if you're really going to be going out on the points of the cliffs where it's very, very sharp. You can get away with them walking the general area on the paths out here, but if you really want to go close to the sides of the cliffs and have a look around out here, I would definitely recommend wearing 4x4s or some very, very sturdy 2x2s, you know. You can need something with a solid sole, not something that's light, that's easy to run in, but something that's strong and sturdy. Your packing to Barbados should include two things besides what you're wearing. Well, there are many other things, but two things I would recommend for you to bring, and that would be beach shoes. Proper beach shoes, though, not the ones that you would get in a store, the normal store that you will put on and put a piece of Velcro across the top of the instep and walk around in. I'm talking about proper beach shoes, ones that let out the water as fast as they come in, so they don't form a drag or like a parachute on your foot. You will be able to walk comfortably in and out of the water without even realizing you have on shoes. They also have great soles on them as well. They can take quite a bit of pounding. They're not just designed for like the beach area. They're designed for slippery areas as well. Very, very good shoes. I know for sure that Joe and Ed came down here with theirs, and they've told me that their trainers are going, or Ed told me his trainers are going one side. He's going to use them from now on. Really great shoes. Alright, so we're going to be walking our way towards Sam Lords Castle. I haven't been up here for a while, as you all would know, because every time I've come up here, I've brought you up here. But I want to work our way towards Sam Lords Castle so you can see the progress on that. It is supposed to be open at the end of this year. It is a massive 420 room resort that is being built. Nothing like what it used to be. Originally, structures up here, 2 stories high, long expanded area, utilizing the castle as the main reception. I'm sure that any of you that were blessed, I would have to say, to see Sam Lords in its heyday will remember all of the amazing artworks and inscribing in the roof and all of the artistry of Sam Lords Castle. It was a magnificent place. Used to have a shark pool at one time that turned into a turtle pool. I mean, literally had a shark in a pool, and then that was then converted into a turtle pool. Sam Lords is supposed to be in the pirate that hung on the lanterns in its coconut trees to trick the sailors coming across the Atlantic that this was the port itself. They would come in on the outer reef. This outer reef is the one we're talking about. This runs right around the island on the south and southeast section. We've talked about that before. This reef here, very perilous, especially in bad sea conditions. You'd be coming through a big open ocean, and all of a sudden you would hit this reef. It's about 20 to 25 feet deep in that section on the shallowest area, but it's still all the sea that comes in surges on it, causes a big breaking swell. As you can see, there's really no big swell today, but it is forming some white water, as you can see. When the boats used to flounder on that reef, he would then come down through the cave from the castle itself, down through the cave to the beach with his pirates, they say, and go out and get all of the treasures. Beautiful, beautiful area. When Sam Lords was in its heyday, to me it was the best resort in the island. Not the best swimming, but one of the best beaches for sure, and definitely some of the best activities. They used to have beach parties down on the South Beach, I like to call it, all the time. They had a pit, they had a full floor show. It was just amazing. Alright, the structure that used to be here obviously was a pretty I would say high-end structure in those days. Lovely sodstone building, absolutely beautiful. Could be brought back. I hope it is brought back in its sort of like original format, because it is stunning. You can see the original 45-degree angle roof that withstand any hurricane winds. You can also see the parapets in this section here to shelter the below area. Just beautiful. Alright, this pool represents, I guess in those days, similar to an infinity pool. It is the shape of Barbados. I have never seen this with water in it. From the time I remember, this house has been abandoned pretty much. But this is the pool area that they had up here. So in the earlier days, this would have represented your infinity pool, because you would have swam in here and looked right out into the ocean. Of course, that has changed now. They would have had all kind of transparent perspective stuff in the front section that you wouldn't even have known that you weren't in the sea. Beautiful cliffs up here. If you have the opportunity, I would definitely highly recommend parking somewhere out, maybe by Raggy Point Lighthouse, making your way around. Just check out Skeets Bay. From Skeets Bay, I would say come in this direction if you want to do a really good walk, or you can park up by Palmetto Bay itself and then walk right down onto Sam Lords, or beyond if you want. But the stretch between Palmetto Bay and Sam Lords Castle, one of the most beautiful cliff areas on this island. It's an area I love to come to, but unfortunately because of the signal, it is somewhere that's very difficult for us to cover. And as you know, we like to cover whatever we can. Up here, one of the driest parishes in the island. No, not one. The driest parish in the island, St. Philip. You can get rains all over this island, and call someone in St. Philip and say, man, we haven't seen rain for a week, you know, or 2 weeks. You know, it's just extremely dry. So you will notice that all of the plants and vegetation and stuff around here, stuff that can handle the intense conditions and the very dry conditions. A lot of cacti you'll find along the cliffs here. You'll also find a lot of the sea grapes. I have to say it. Sea grapes, the trees and bushes, and you will find everything around here. The surface soil, I had to say this morning, I was looking for one Bajan grung apple, just one Bajan grung apple to hold the tripod in place and to shelter the microphone behind. Could not find any. No, look, everywhere you look, all you're seeing is coral. Stone, stone, stone. Can't find a grung apple at all. There's hardly any surface soil up here in St. Philip. Oh yeah, you always see him today. I'm going to be ignoring him, so this is your only opportunity for him to say hi to you all. If you all do see him, he will be silent today. I am going to keep him silent. He's annoying me. We've had a lot of disputes in the last 24 hours, so I saw a lot of messages I didn't like. He thought they were great, so I'm going to put a ban on him. So good morning to you all from you all know who. Yeah, so we're talking about the surface soil. There's no surface soil in St. Philip, really. Hardly any. So you'll find that most of these homes would have to bring in their soils and stuff if they're going to be planting. That's why you will see not a lot of plants and trees in this area, except for ones that can survive, like the coconut tree, etc. Just beautiful cliffs. You can see how sharp out here is, though. I'm not sure if the resolution is picking it up, but I'm sure you can see it. I hope you all, again, good sound. I hope the signal, I see some mentions of his name on here though, but I know what to do with you all. I got my catalogue there, and I got all my pens ready for you all. Yeah, I don't be talking too much because I'm going to be not talking too much. Well, I don't stop talking. I am not going to be looking at the screen too much. So if you all are saying anything, I'm going to be ignoring you, but not intentionally, as because I have to walk across here, make my way on the cross, this kind of thing. And you can see how sharp this is. I don't want to go too close down. If I go down, we may lose a little bit of signal strength that we're getting. I really don't want to have any more interruptions unless it's beyond my control, of course. And keeping it high is in my control. So you're going to be walking across stuff like this. This is why I tell you all to wear sturdy shoes, not something that's designed to just run in, something that's designed to go across this type of terrain. So you need to pack them. I'm not telling you don't bring your trainers, but if your trainers are solid, that is fine. But please be wary, because this coral here, although it's strong, has little fragile edges that can break. So you step close to the edge here, you're going to go down in here. You want a little ankle protection. I wear mid-guts just to let you know what I wear when I'm walking around the cliffs in Barbados. And I wear very strong, solid soles, because obviously I'm walking across like knife points sticking up in the air here, and I have to be I obviously want to be comfortable and sure that I'm not going to get stuck or damage myself going across this. I don't know if any of you have ever been cut by coral, but I will tell you, coral cuts do not heal in a hurry. They really do not heal in a hurry, and I'm sure that many of you that have been cut by coral, if you have been, will be still bearing the scars of it, because they tend not to heal completely either. They tend to still look a different color and stuff. I don't know what it is, but coral has a way of leaving a lasting mark on you. So I'm stepping very gently across. Not really stepping gently, because you all know I'm an Olympian, so I'm actually scaled. Good morning. Oh wow, look at it. People are saying good morning. Margaret, good morning to you. So we're going to work our way in that direction now. She's going down to the beach. But just to show you, we still have a lot of ash on these coral areas. Now, it would have obviously been absorbed into the soils and stuff in most of the parishes, but along the cliff areas like here and also down the north of the island, you will still find all of the ash sitting in the little pool areas on the coral itself. This coral is not that porous, so that will stick here. The water may go through eventually, but the actual ash will stay on top of it until weather removes that itself. That's one of our family there, Margaret Parler. She's on her way down to the favorite swimming spot up here in St. Philip. I'll take you by that as well. We're going to go into an area again with a weaker signal, so we'll see how that goes. As I said, I'm going to do a 4K in this area for you all. I'm really going to concentrate on doing a really nice 4K because I really want to show you and encourage you to come up here. If you're physically able to walk across this type of terrain, I want to encourage you up here, because like the cliffs along Silver Sands and Silver Rock and Inchmarlow, up here is beautiful. Difference is up here is a lot higher elevation, and it's a lot longer walk, and it's a lot more barren than in that area. It is stunning up here. The coves and the bays up here are breathtaking. So I'm going to give you a 360 and let you see what St. Philip looks like. The limited surface soil, yet the beautiful, barren and spoiled area. Well, look at where we're starting. I don't even want to start talking about Sam Lords Castle. I know it's a great project and stuff, but I know a lot of residents up here don't like how it looks, but I think it's going to be beautiful when it's finished. I've seen some artist impressions. Whoever stays there is certainly going to be hitting some luxury. It's going to be an amazing spot. So here we go, 360. I can't remember which way we spun before, but I will remember now we're going clockwise, and we will go anti-clockwise somewhere before the day is ended, so I can unspin your tangled head. Here we go. You're seeing blue skies, but the filtering of the sun would obviously indicate there is a little bit of haze as well, because there's no way we could look directly into that and go around as slowly as we did just now. We were seeing more of a glow rather than an intense spike that you would see of the usual sun on a blue day. So all the cliff line I'm going to carry as close as possible. Now this is why I keep warning everyone up here and all the cliffs. You can see that is a recent breakaway from the color of it. All the other coral around here has been weathered and darkened through the weathering, but you can see that that section has broken away from this other rock. Not from this cliff, but from the other rock that it would have been on there. As you can see, it's easy shelled off from that. I can actually take you back a little bit this way and hopefully get your signal and show you what I mean. And please do not take this coral as being a solid foundation all over. There are many areas that you will find this type of stuff going on. Away from the main cliff itself, or as you can see, this is just broken itself off from weathering. But this is how you will find all up in this area along this eastern side, and also along the northeastern side. You will find on the cliff areas lots of big cracks, lots of breaks and stuff. We've shown you a rock down at Foul Bay that broke off a piece of the cliff years ago. We've shown you that. You've seen a lot of sections along the northern side as well, where we show you the difference in coloring of the cliff itself. I'll show you where it's actually shaved off itself from the cliff, from the original mass of Barbados, and in the water now. It's beautiful out here, breathtaking. Again, a little bit of blowing here now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some locking down and see how we can go from here. Just give me a minute to lock everything in place, and let's try this out. Lots of wind now picking up. We said it was going to be around 7, so I guess it's a little bit earlier than expected. I am actually holding now, so we're going to be shaking a little bit because she's blowing all over the place. We'll be back off the edgy cliff in a minute, get away from the sheer wind that's coming up here that's blowing us around. But I want to show you the view of Sam Lords Beach from here. I'll point out to you that sometimes a year there are 3 Sam Lords beaches. There are 2 all year round. This is one that I call the North Beach, which is the main beach at Sam Lords Castle. Then the cliff that you're seeing in the distance there, just at the end of those coconut trees and stuff, that is where the South Beach is. It's a very small beach just beyond that cliff area there. Now at certain times of year, the sand in this section here by where the cliff goes on to the main beach itself, that all goes, so you get a separate beach up in this area here on the little cove, and then the one below, but it's already one main beach. Sorry about the jittery this morning. The elements are a little bit challenging, but it's not a problem. I'm sure you all understand what's going on here. I know you all have been to the island. I know you all know winds and stuff can change, so you know this is what we're experiencing today. We are going to move back a little bit from the cliff itself because a lot of the actual wind is coming up off of the sea. Get rid of that lock for a minute and go again. So all the residents in this area, for safer swimming, come down to Sam Lords Castle, and that's because there's an outer band of reef just offshore itself, so it forms like a little pool on the inside section. Usually the low tide would be the better time because the reef would be exposed and stop the swells from coming in. However, obviously people up here swimming in the morning, they late morning swims, so they're going to battle the elements and enjoy it. We're going to go down there. So as I said, we may lose signal. I hope we don't. The last time we were here, we had a great signal. This time we're having a little bit of a challenge, but we check, see what's going on. Sam Lords Castle. So as you can see, it really is coming into its own now. I don't know. I mean, for people around here, it may look, you know, it may be a sort of eyesore. I've heard that from so many people talking about how it really looks terrible and stuff that live in this general area. But for me personally, visiting up here along these cliffs, it really doesn't really take anything away from the beauty up here, because there's so much natural beauty over by the Bottom Bay and Palmetto and Harrismiths. So, you know, there was always a hotel here, but it's a lot bigger, a lot taller. I know one thing for sure. I know anybody that's staying here are going to have views and scenes that are going to be out of this world and mind-blowing. Now, you see, if he did not come with me today, these dogs will be barking. These dogs will be sat here wagging their tails all the time, but they're going to bark now because they're seeing him. But as you can see, the tails are wagging for me and they're barking at him. Good there, look at all these beautiful dogs, eh? Absolutely beautiful. This is a new fence I've put up since we were here last time for sure. Good morning, doggy dogs. How are y'all going? Don't mind him. You all don't ignore him. Good morning. See this in here? See tail? That wagging is for me. The barking is for him. That's why you don't like to bring him anywhere with me, you know. Just bad behave. People can sense that. As I always say, dogs can sense good people. If you see a dog walk straight up to someone wagging its tail and go for some loving, good person. If you will see that same dog go around someone else, stay far, far, far away, no wagging a tail, ears pinned back, you know already that person is not a good character. I honestly believe that. That's not a joke. I believe dogs have a way of sensing a good human soul, without a doubt. Alright, so this walkway, we are hoping we will keep signal. Not on dilly-dally in here. I'm going to be stepping. If it is blurred, I can't help that. It's my Olympic speed taking over. But this is the way down to the beach for the public, because you can't really come through the resort when that's open. Just to give you another scan of the resort before we try and make our way down here. Remember, we may lose signal, so be prepared for that. If we lose signal at this stage of the game, we're not going to worry about it. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to say our farewells from here, just in case we do lose signal, and then we use the next pieces to add on. Hopefully it'll be good. So to all of you all have walked me this morning, challenges that we have faced, that have stayed with me and kept my company through all of it, I thank you so much, because as I said before, this journey I'm going to walk on if I walk with one person, because God just wants me to help whoever I can and walk with whoever I can and love whoever I can. As I was mentioning before, my journey God has asked me to go on is to bring the beauty and the peace and the serenity and happiness to those around me. He said to me, and I know this, I feel it all the time, he says to go and give everyone what I have blessed you with, and that is happiness and peace and kindness and everything positive, because my life is flooded with all of those. From the day I started to follow him is the day that my life has changed completely, and for me it has been a blessing. You know, I'm not telling anyone who to follow or who their light is or anything else, but I know for sure that everyone here follows some positive light, and that is the important part. You know, that we follow what we know is correct and we leave the things that are not correct behind, and we try to be just better people all the time. I wish all of you all a pleasant day. It's not the kind of vlog I want to bring, but it's still a chance for us to get together and say good morning to each other and share our love and kindness together. I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. Remember, tomorrow is an off day. We won't be out on the road doing any lives, or if we do any lives, they're going to be unscheduled. But we will be bringing you beautiful Barbados, as we always do, because we like to make sure that whenever anyone gets up in the morning, they can come to our little gathering area and see the peace and love that's being shared from everyone else. So you all have a fantastic day from the parish of St. Philip with a very unpredictable signal. I say farewell to you all. Have an amazing day. Thank you again for being a part of my life. Thank you for walking with us this morning. Go forward today, spread your joy, spread your cheer. A smile can make a world of difference. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all.